Hello again, and welcome to the Revolution Blueprint. I'm Rob Iobi, and this is the Constitution in 3 minutes. Today's topic, due process. What is it, who it applies to, and what exactly it protects? Let's start with the Fifth Amendment. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. The 14th Amendment extends that same requirements to the state. Nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. This principle is simple, but powerful. If the government wants to take your freedom, your property, or your life, it must follow the law, prove its case, and respect your rights every step of the way. That's due process. In criminal cases, due process is the bedrock of fairness. The right to remain silent, the right to a trial, the right to legal counsel, the right to confront your accuser, and the presumption of innocence. These are not just suggestions, they are constitutional mandates, and they belong to citizens of the United States. Let's step back for a second and go to the very beginning, the preamble to the Constitution. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. This single paragraph declares the entire purpose of our Constitution, and it solidifies it was written for the American people. The Constitution is not just a document that gives us rights. It's a contract that binds the government to honor and uphold those rights. So yes, due process is a right of citizens. But here's the distinction that often gets lost. Even though a non-citizen does not have constitutional rights in the same way a citizen does, when they are charged with a crime in the United States, they are still afforded the procedural protections of due process. Why? Because due process governs how the government exercises its power. And when it exercises that power on American soil, it is bound to do so within the rules set by the Constitution. But let's not confuse things. Deportation proceedings are not criminal prosecutions. No one is being sentenced to prison, no one is having property confiscated, and no one is being executed. They are being returned to their country of origin, not punished as criminals under our justice system. And that's the difference. Due process applies when the government seeks to deprive life, liberty, or property. If none of those are being taken, it's not a due process violation. In summary, the Constitution protects the people and binds the government, but it does not rewrite the definition of citizenship, and it does not convert lawful borders into criminal courts. That's the Constitution in 3. I'm Rob Iobi. This is the Revolution Blueprint, and we'll see you soon.